It might take only one tiny miscalculation or one tiny misunderstanding, and these islands could become the centre of a large international conflict. To the Japanese, they're the Senkakus. To the Chinese, the Diaoyus. Now, thanks to China's unilateral introduction of what it calls an Air Defence Identification Zone, or ADIZ, they're the most talked about islands in Asia, and politics at home have a lot to do with it.
China, Japan and Korea are all facing domestic issues, and they want to divert people's attention to security and diplomatic matters. So these countries want to find another issue they can quarrel about.
China's decision to impose its control over the airspace has upset its immediate neighbours Japan and South Korea. But Kamiura argues it's the US that is most annoyed.
The ADIZ was originally introduced by the United States after Japan's defeat in the Second World War to secure Japan's safety. This is a US invention, and China is trying to introduce a new order. That's why the US is more sensitive to this than Japan.
And on the streets of Tokyo, there is concern.
I just can't understand why anyone would do this. If you don't know what your neighbour's thinking, that becomes a reason to be afraid.
My feelings of mistrust, anxiety and nervousness have all increased.
The islands were never more than a footnote in Asian geopolitics until a UN survey more than 40 years ago. That suggested there could be large oil deposits beneath the seabed around them. And that's what got Taiwan and then China originally interested. But now, with so many countries involved, a small misstep could have serious consequences for peace in the region. And it's that kind of miscalculation that American Vice President Joe Biden hopes can be avoided when he visits the region next week. With oil deposits yet to be proven, the islands hold little real value. And it could all just be a high-stakes confrontation over nothing. Stephanie Scawen, Al Jazeera, Tokyo.